I just wanted to start by saying thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you who've come together in the johnkerry.com community. Thanks to you, we have a new Democratic Congress that is fighting to stop the administration's disastrous course in Iraq. Thanks to you, we can be a Congress that finally addresses the issues of our time, like climate change, the environment generally, and health care. And thanks to you, change is coming to Washington. Over the last 2 years, when you could have walked off the field after getting knocked down in 2004, you didn't. You didn't walk away. You kept fighting. Together, 3 million strong, you helped provide $14 million to more than 260 candidates, committees, and progressive causes. 19 of those candidates received over $100,000 each in donations from our community. Just think of the special support that you helped us provide to the veterans running for office, helping to make Chris Carney, Tim Walz, Joe Sestak, and Patrick Murphy members of this Congress. And because you dug in early, when a lot of people said it couldn't be done, you helped a courageous Vietnam veteran, Jim Webb, on his march to become the 51st Senator and give Democrats our majority in the Senate. I hope you're as proud of what you've accomplished as I am. But this isn't a time to rest on our accomplishments. The work isn't over. Today, I hope you'll help me with another big mission. 35 years ago, I got into public life to end a war that was wrong. I believe now, just as strongly as I did then, that it is wrong to ask more young Americans to die for anyone's mistakes. And I believe that a Congress that shares responsibility for getting us into this war must bear responsibility for getting us out. Americans went to the polls and voted for change in Iraq. They sent a strong and clear message to all of us on both sides of the aisle that they wanted real change in Iraq. They certainly did not vote for us to sit by while some national leaders actually advocate escalating the war and sending more American troops into the middle of an Iraqi civil war. We must stand for change in Iraq, or we don't stand for anything at all. This mission, this responsibility, is something that all of us must accept. As someone who voted for the resolution that gave the president the authority to go to war, I feel the weight of a personal responsibility to act. I sought the presidency to lead us on a different course. There are powerful reasons now to want to continue that fight. But I've concluded this isn't the time for me to mount a presidential campaign. It is the time to put my energy to work as part of the new Democratic majority in the Senate, to do all I can to end this war and strengthen our security and our ability to fight the real war on terror. The people of Massachusetts have given me an incredible privilege to serve in the Senate, to represent the birthplace of freedom, the cradle of liberty, and a state where in Faneuil Hall, patriotic dissenters stood on principle. I want to continue representing Massachusetts, and that's why I will run for re-election, so I can use my voice every day to end this war and galvanize grassroots action to force Washington and our Democratic Party to live up to its responsibility. Together, all of us, starting with the 3 million of you who've built this online community, must remain steadfast in protecting the principles we fought for every day of our campaign. You have a responsibility to urge those who are running this time to step up and address those issues, and particularly on Iraq, to find not just a new way forward, but the right way forward. Above all else, the mission we must all join is to end the war in Iraq in a way that honors the sacrifice of our troops and protects our security. Our first step toward that goal is to force President Bush to set a deadline to redeploy our troops. I hope you will come to setadeadline.com and take the opportunity to speak out on the importance of setting a deadline to redeploy our troops and bring our heroes home. Speak out at setadeadline.com. Now that we have a new Democratic congressional majority and it's convened in the U.S. Capitol, a deadline must be set. It's our responsibility. Working together as Americans, holding leaders accountable, that's our best hope to ensure that that responsibility is met. Please come to setadeadline.com and get on board. Thank you.